Hey, welcome everybody to Shotcast number 52. We're here joined by all of Genji, just out of nowhere. They just showed up. It's actually perfect. I don't know how this happened. Talk to me a little bit. Tell me the initial thoughts on your match versus Twisted Minds here.
They're good, but I think we're favourites.
You think you're favorites?
Yeah.
Did you see Twisted Minds' earlier run? Were you paying attention to a lot of the matches?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were watching them all.
They played really
They
good.
played really well.
They're definitely not to be underestimated.
No, that's for sure. They went to 4 or 5.
5. Yeah, they were up to, I don't.
Yeah.
They went to 4 or 5 what?
Like rounds.
Oh,
4 or
gotcha.
5, so
Yeah, they did it in 4. So they went 3 and 1, I believe.
I think they went
I'm pretty sure they went 3 and
yeah.
2.
Oh, okay. I could be just dead wrong then.
Yeah, but so yeah, they're playing well, but who knows? It's all on the day, Rizzo, as you know.
It is.
As
Yeah,
you
it is.
know.
It is all on the day.
So
I was actually over there. Whoever's sitting in the middle seat has a great view. You can really stand up and just
I'm
yell
sitting
at
in
the other
middle
team.
seat, so that's fine. That's
Yeah?
Cool.
Are you gonna be yelling across the stage? Because I know they're gonna be yelling at you guys if they score.
Really?
They're gonna be screaming. They were pretty loud.
Are they? That's
in
fine
some
by
of their
me.
other series.
Okay, yeah, sure.
They were yelling, really?
Really?
Yeah.
They seem like
Twisted Minds?
Twisted Minds seem like they've got Senzo. It's like a little nice guy.
I mean, he
I'm
is nice,
surprised.
but I don't know. He's playing. He's
Fair
a different beast.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I think it's fun. I saw a Reddit post today. Saying
I saw
it was
that too.
toxic. Nah, it's cool. It's funny. It's fun. I'd like to do it.
You like the
Sure.
Oh yeah, I like
the
the
screaming at each other?
Yeah, I never used to, but now I do. If everyone gets into it, it's good. What is this headset doing?
Yeah. Alright, should we go scrim?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Goodbye.
Yeah, just wanted to show the face.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you for having
problem.
us.
Thanks for joining the pre-show. Appreciate that, guys. Thanks for giving us the 5 minutes. God knows we need it. All right, good luck, guys. All right, look at that. And now the guest transition into the official episode. Wait, did Johnny ever make it?
So Johnny's grabbing a special guest.
Oh, okay.
I'll say that. I'm not going to spoil who it is, but I think you guys will be very excited. We'll include that in the episode. That was fun. We're going to include the little Genji cameo.
keep that in the episode. I don't mind it.
I'm casting the first series, actually.
Also, Jack said I don't mind it.
Hang on a minute.
And I was just sitting there like, oh man, I want to say
Did
it
he
so
say it
bad.
unironically?
Yeah, he just said it.
I love that.
He said he
A
didn't
little
mind it.
special guest over here.
Oh, look at that. We got Bates.
People are saying, is that Aguero? I was like, we got a guest coming in. I'm not going to tell you who it is. They're like, Aguero? But I think, type 1 in chat
This is
if
better.
you're more excited for Tbates. Because I know I am.
I mean, yeah, that's a tough bar, but I think Bates succeeds
Cool. Sergio Aguero?
it. Yeah, they were guessing who
Yeah.
the special guest was that was coming.
They
They're all
said
saying
Aguero.
Sergio
I think they
Aguero.
got him more excited.
But now they're all
recently.
more excited that it's you.
Oh, yes,
Bates
you know
never
me.
wrong.
You know me.
Bates and I are going to be on the desk all day today.
all day.
All day.
The boys are going
Well,
to be
he's going to be on the
clashing.
desk all day, every day, but I'm only on the desk today.
So let us know if you've got any debates that, or any arguments that you want them to start on the desk.
Yeah,
All
what do you want us to do? So much chat.
Speaking of debates here, debates.
Debates.
I didn't even think about that. But no, speaking of debates here, you guys all made a top 25 players list.
We sure did.
Yes, you did. Have you guys had any catastrophes in
No
your list
regrets.
thus far?
Let's take
Zero
a look.
regrets.
I mean, it's still very early days, so it's hard to be completely wrong yet. Because main event is just worth so
well,
much more.
yeah, exactly. That's why I would call it an absolute catastrophe.
Let's see if we had anyone in our list who did not make main event. Because if you don't make main event, it's very difficult to be a top 25 player.
I have no regrets. I have Ahmad at 6, and they're still going to make it. So, top 4.
Let's see. Okay, Bates says Archie. I have Jarius. Neither of those guys made it. CJ has Atomic. He didn't make it.
I had no OCE players, so whoever did that, they're in the bin.
Yeah, Daz had Amphis. He's the only OCE player
Oh,
listed on any of the
So
lists.
Daz has already lost.
That's a shame.
I think Yummy is the only one who's got all of his lists still in the tournament because he did not pick an Oxygen player or a G1 player. So well done, Yummy.
That's good.
Take
I
it.
didn't pick a G1 or an Oxygen player.
You did. You went Atomic in 25.
Oh, what did I
Yeah,
do?
we all of our number 25s are out. I think we all said we think these guys are going to do really well in Wildcard and then immediately lose, but they didn't even make it out of Wildcard.
Huh. That's interesting. Is my mic working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you can hear yourself, you're good.
Yeah, I guess I can. Okay. I think Archie wasn't a bad shout. I mean, statistically, he was one of the best players of the wild card, and
Yeah, but top 25 Wildcard, when you add in the main event players, he's got to be like pushed out of the top 25 by then. Same with,
Yeah.
I'm saying the same for my pick, Jarius. Like they were good. They were top 25 Wildcard, but now that we bring in how many more players? 24 more players in the main event. It's just it's too top heavy.
it is a little tough.
Like you have to really be the best wildcard player or one of the top like 2-3 wildcard players,
To be top 25.
to
in
be
the
top
tournament.
25 with 0 main event wins.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I feel like my list. I feel like my list is pretty good though. I feel
Like
like I got.
or put his mic closer.
I
Can you
got.
put your mic a bit closer?
Hi.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
you can hear
me now?
settle down. No.
No,
Let's
that's
pull
good.
that-
That's good. I can adjust. I can
Let's
adjust.
pull that out a
Okay.
little bit.
We report. Oh, okay.
There we go. That's perfect.
we don't mind it. We don't mind it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's good.
So
that's
who-
good.
Who do none of us have? None of us have Hoxer. He played really well, didn't he?
There, the hawk.
Yeah.
None of us have Hoxer.
We will hawk you.
I think he was probably the best wildcard player that none of us have.
Yeah, he was pretty good. So you say you can't hear me? I can barely even hear me.
No, you're good, I think.
No, I think we're good. Top.
Can you not hear yourself in the headset?
No, barely. No.
Oh, maybe I gotta turn it up.
You
I've-
turn his side.
You need to
on
turn up
Would
the
be this
the
one,
sights
wouldn't
on the
Is
monitor.
Side
Is there
tone.
something that's
Yeah,
over
for
here?
for stream you're good. They're saying.
A stream, I'm good. Okay.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
they say you're
side
good for
tone?
stream.
Bates?
I hope so.
Cool.
All right, that's good. All right, that's good. Anyways.
You can
okay.
hear yourself now better?
Yeah, I hear myself better. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Mm.
He's got a whole
But
mixer.
actually, Drafinho was the top performing player in the event so far, according to Halfway Dead. I had him.
Yeah, that's on
Yummy
me.
had him.
I should've
how's that
put him in
possible?
there.
Wasn't Atomic better?
He's so good.
Nah, Drafinho's
Oh, he
he's
passed
number
him
one.
up since he just played a series and Atomic hasn't.
Mm.
Ah, I see.
He's been so good though. Drafinho's been ridiculous.
Yeah, it's been. And I didn't have him on my list, I think.
Yeah,
didn't.
only me and Yummy did. But I think a lot of the fans were saying Mota, you know, Mota as the guy because he was the best Sam player in spring in Boston. But if you've been watching online, Drafinho's been the best player for like a couple splits now. He's really good, and he's a keeper mouse player. Look at him go.
Speaking of Drafinho, what about the chant that we've got for him?
Which
You
one
got
is that?
Chance?
Chant
You like that
for
one?
Drafinho?
Yeah. So what? Just picture this: Drafinho, little solo play, comes off the wall,
Off the wall,
flip
flip
reset,
reset.
maybe a little backboard double to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then we
Yeah.
go, Drafinho,
Oh, off the wall.
off the wall, off the
the
wall,
wall.
flip reset on the ball. Every time he scores, Ah!
I can hear the copyright lawsuits coming in.
How
right
are,
now.
how are we gonna get that copyright? Like we're
Oh.
nowhere near the real thing. We're so different.
That's sick.
Uh-huh.
Chat loves it.
Chat
Don't
loves
dies of cringe. That's unreal.
Chat.
Chalkass is getting taken down. We just gotta
Yeah.
cease and desist.
Yeah. I can feel
Please,
the
no.
lawyers right now. They're coming for you.
That was weird. How was that weird? That's one of your recommendations. So
it
shout
wasn't
out
weird
to
at
the
all. Come on,
shout out to the chant.
stop it.
That one's gotta be too hard to remember.
That would be.
There's
It's
no
a
way.
good-
There's
I
no way
like
the crowd's
them.
doing that, right?
Oh,
I would be- I would be
the crowd
impressed.
does it. It's fine.
I would be
That'd
impressed
Yeah.
if.
Yeah.
Oh, you think they're just gonna do that on broadcast?
Oh, I don't know what. Well, to disseminate the information, how did you plan on doing that?
No, not him. The crowd.
No,
They were talking about the crowd doing that.
Yeah,
Oh, so somebody from the crowds could start
Like a
that?
chant.
yeah,
Yeah.
There's like multiple sections who have got like coordinated areas, like 100+ people, all in the same like Discord
Is it
planning.
really?
And
We've
they're all
got
sitting together.
1,300 K-Corp fans.
So there's 700 ultras, 600 just regular K-Corp fans.
How do you keep track of 600 regular K-Corp fans? I understand like
Mm.
ultras. That's like
I
a.
think the 700 ultras, that was like probably organized by Kamito. He said, right, let's get 700 tickets bought through the org, probably to the ultra. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But I think the 600 other fans are just like other K-Corp fans really going along.
And then you
Gonna
probably got
join in.
another, like 700 who
Ooh.
aren't a part of all that.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk about the mullets. That's the elephant
Oh,
in the
yeah.
room right now.
Oh yeah,
Who's
right,
that?
right.
Talk to us. Talk to us.
Talk to us. Like, yeah, so that's done. The goal's been hit. We're at
Somehow.
700. Somehow, some way, I
We
woke up to 700 patrons.
We thought it was going to be final day push here.
Yeah, we
today.
thought we'd have to really pump it out. We'd
So
have
we
to get
need,
the
we need a
tweets.
new goal. No.
I woke up this morning and Athena goes, "Oh, I just remembered something." I was like, "What?" So I had some bad news. I was like, "Huh, what's happening?" She said, "You hit 700," and I was like, "That's fantastic."
Why is that bad news?
That's not bad news at all. But we hit 700, so the mullet men is official.
Yep. I spoke to Satya this morning as well, just to get a little bit extra
Yeah.
confirmation.
So if they win today, that means that they don't play
Friday.
on Friday, so they would get it on Friday. But if they lose today, they don't play tomorrow, so they would get it tomorrow. So it's bulletproof. The
yeah,
plan
we're
is
working on
bulletproof.
their schedule at the moment. So let's see, be cheering them on or not.
He's just mad that they didn't think of this at first, actually.
exactly.
Do you know what we're talking about here, Bates, with the mullet
he
men?
knows the mullets. I'll try to get him on it.
I know. He said something outlandish about a mullet. Now, chat. He asked me, do I want a mullet? And chat. Chat. What is this going to do with a mullet?
Now turn around, Bates. Turn around.
Turn around.
You need to go.
It's
yeah.
the party
Now,
in the
just
back. That's what it
imagine
is.
all of that
Skin,
side
yeah.
just gone.
You've
just
got more.
imagine.
Listen, you got way more hair on the side of your head than I do. Like,
Yeah,
It'd
way
be-
more.
Johnny's in trouble.
It'd be like
what?
a mohawk.
Like, nah.
Yeah, like a mohawk.
That's kind of like a mullet.
Nah, I'm not doing that. Never touching the wave.
Ah,
but then on top of
Never touching
so
the wave.
so CJ, Did you get confirmation from Jacob Knappman that he's getting the moment?
Yes.
His girlfriend approved
And his
it.
girlfriend.
His
and
girlfriend
Reagan.
approved
Yeah,
it?
she approved it.
Oh wow.
She's
That's
looking
new.
forward to
He
it.
was the one that like really started the movement because it was kind of like me
Yeah.
and Rizzo like, oh, yeah, we're gonna mult, that'll be fun. Janice
Yeah,
was like, wait, what are you doing?
we're just kind of like joking around. We're like,
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be a little funny. It'd be a
I
little
left him
silly.
alone for like 5 minutes to finish up an
Yeah.
episode, and this is what
So-
happened.
All
Yeah.
3 y'all are getting mullets.
Well, I
Well,
don't
he
know if I
can't.
can, because if I go
What
in and
if
like,
we
can
hit 800 patrons and Johnny goes bleach blonde?
I'm not listen, I'm not bleaching my hair. I'm 32 years old. If I bleach my hair, I'm gonna go bald. Like, it's just gonna fall
Oh
out. I'm so
my
old.
Oh,
I don't mind,
poor
like,
you.
Poor you, unlucky. That's the new goal.
Like
No,
it's,
we'll have to
it
get
is coming
something.
in pretty quickly. It is coming in pretty quickly. We're gonna need to see, because if
Well-
I asked my own barber, can you give me like a half fade, he would be like, no, come back next week.
Mm.
Because it's not long enough to happen yet.
I think we could get
but-
a little fresh trim.
Here, I don't think they would care. They'd be like, we don't know you. Yeah, sure.
What if you have to like construct your facial hair in a certain like a pattern? or
Oh,
something? What if you?
I've
what-
never had like the Turkish barber, like what was it, cut with the blade?
Oh,
It's
like
not
you're like it's
the
real like a
shaver.
straight line.
Straight
sort of-
razor. The straight razor.
Straight razor.
I've never had that before.
Maybe go the straight razor.
Really?
We can get a little.
Have you had this?
Yeah.
How was it?
That was nice.
What
It was
if-
alright.
It was good.
What if it-
It was whatever. Honestly, just close my eyes.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Okay, I got one. 800 patrons.
Let him cook. Let him go to work.
Johnny has to get a C for chalk cast carved into his beard there in the side.
Yeah,
the
I
side,
don't
do you
think
think
I
I
don't
have
think
enough?
Sonics is gonna allow that one. But I got a realistic one.
Okay.
Y'all can get to 1,000,
Yeah, that's the big one.
1,000
By the end of the event.
by the end of the
Sunday.
event.
Yeah, end of the event.
All y'all go bald.
But no, we.
Bald.
we-
Okay, let's settle down.
what
Let's
we
pump
were
the
what we
brakes.
were thinking is, we need to figure this out, with our financial officer Athena. She actually just does everything. She our lead
Good call,
financial
good call.
officer. We our accountant.
Our only
We
responsible
need to figure out
person
what
on
can
the
we
team.
afford. But wouldn't it be cool if we had a LAN goal, just to really put pressure on us
to run a LAN.
to run a LAN,
To run a
In
lane.
the-
A
Yeah.
LAN goal.
like a LAN
Run a
goal,
LAN
an
after Worlds.
off-season chalked
Off-season
LAN.
LAN.
Do you think 1,000
That w-
patrons is enough to
I,
run a
th- I
LAN?
think y'all would have to increase the subscription price from $5.
What would be like the prize pool of that? Because
I don't even know. Like, what can you do
Flying-
these days? Flying in? Costs money.
well, I mean, we can fly them in and
I
then
think-
fly them out the same day. Like maybe we can do that without
Ah.
hosting them.
What, and have 8
True.
people there?
Yeah, bring them to the venue.
Save
Don't give them a
hotel
hotel.
fees.
Send them home.
What if we become the new Beyond the Summit?
Oh yeah, there's a gap
We
in the market
could.
There's
actually.
a gap in the market for that.
Hmm.
Could be. we could
There's
do
there's
something.
possibly something there.
We could sell tickets for the crowd. They could help fund it.
I
Oh, my.
still don't really think that would work out though.
Yeah, I don't think that'd work either.
I think you're losing a significant
I think
amount of cash.
I think yeah.
You're gonna
We
need
You're
are
really
losing so much
underestimating
money.
how much a LAN
They
event
do
costs to
cost
run.
a
Here's
lot.
the problem. We had no patrons, no money, and we decided to sponsor Elevate.
Yeah,
And now we've got
Yeah.
a little bit of money in the kitty.
And we're like, let's host a LAN.
but like, what is a 2-player LAN a thing? What are you guys saying?
That's
Literally a
just
2-player
call it a
LAN.
show match at that
What,
point.
Rise versus Zen? 1v1 for all the marbles?
Yeah, like literally just
Yeah.
2 players.
Maybe we need to talk to Sonics and see if they can help us out here.
Surely like a
Just a little bit
12,
of a
surely
hand.
like a 16 Titans or something would be possible.
16
Six-
players.
16 Titans.
Like that's a big jump up in
we
price.
may as well just have another world championship while we're at it.
We're thinking about it. We need ideas. So
We need to sort
for
something out.
1,000, 1,000 patrons, we need to do something for
I
that.
also
obviously.
wouldn't want to host a LAN and like have them sleep on the street, put them on like a budget airline, you know?
It's chalked, so you kind of expected.
Yeah, I mean but I would like to host an event to where somebody would want to show up again, you know?
It is on brand. We might have to collaborate. Chalked X, someone.
We'll work it out. But anyway, for now, your support is much appreciated. Thank you so much. I can't believe we hit 700 before, really 24 hours basically before the deadline, should I
Yeah.
say. And now I guess we're onwards to 1,000. We just got to work out what we want to do.
720 something.
But
right
don't
now.
worry, our 500 goal, we're still going to run
An event.
We're going to event. We're going to run an event. And we've got the mullets for the 700. So it's not like we're going to bypass these goals and just
No,
forget about them.
we're gonna come
Yeah,
through.
the
Don't
event
worry,
the
I'm
event
sure.
is probably after Gamers 8 because
Yeah.
people are busy, so it just makes sense to do
Yeah.
it
Chalked
afterwards.
X Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, there it is. There
Oh,
it
there
is.
you go. That's how,
That's what it
hey, that's how you
There's the
fund it
money.
right there.
Yeah, that's
All
the
the money
money.
came in off
I
that one ad.
think all patrons as well could download the game with our links and stuff, and everyone get to whatever you need to do, level 30 or whatever.
Complete the tutorial.
Oh my
Come on,
goodness.
fellas.
Everyone get on board. That
Level
could actually
30
pay
takes
for
a
LAN.
lot.
That
Trust
could
me, I've
pay-
done a lot of
The
I've done a lot of
patrons will
raid
do it
stuff.
for a LAN.
Level 30 takes quite a bit.
I know they do it. anyway, it's great to see, and yeah, the mullets will be inbound, but
Yeah,
we'll talk
good-
about those later. Thank
Good
you,
job,
everyone, for-
everybody. Like, you guys pushed
Huge.
it a lot, like, as much as we
We had
did. pretty
graphics
much.
getting made. We had
Mhm.
copy pasters
Yeah.
getting made as well.
Mhm.
So yeah,
was great.
seriously, a genuine thank you as well. And if you guys just sub to the Patreon for absolutely no reason besides Mullet Men, actually check out the Patreon. We got bonus episodes there.
Many.
So don't forget about
Yeah.
that. We got like 16
16 and a
uploaded or
half.
something like
Yeah,
that.
16 and
Check
a half
'em out.
bonus eps.
But anyway, that's enough of us. It's all
Yeah.
about Tbates now. Talk to us, Bates. How you feeling about this World
16 and
Championship?
a half episodes.
Oh, he's
Bonus
back on
episodes,
it.
bro.
Can you believe
Are
that?
they an hour long?
They're like
They're like
35,
45.
45, depends.
A rare 30, usually about 45.
45, yeah.
2
Most
an
of them
hour.
45.
Some are a
We
bit over
recorded
an hour.
ones here, and they had to be a bit shorter because we're all in time
In
constraints.
between
But
rehearsals and stuff.
the ones that we recorded online, yeah, 45 minutes ish.
Probably more.
That's pretty nice. Them boys are grinding.
We are.
Mhm.
They
It's
are
good content out
grinding.
there. It's
Yeah,
good
more
content.
coming out every week, Bates. Do you want to keep talking about the Patreon, or can we talk about Worlds?
Listen,
We
man,
don't mind talking about the
I'm
Patreon.
the I'm the
Yeah,
ultimate plug.
I
I'm
want
the
to
ultimate
ask,
plug.
so we want to talk about Worlds. You just got here on
Yep.
Monday,
Sunday? Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, what were your thoughts about Wildcard? You watched that from home and maybe a little bit on the travel day, or travel days, actually. Did you miss 2 days of Wildcard traveling?
Just
one?
No, I missed no days of wildcard travel.
None?
Yeah, because it was so.
Oh, because you traveled like after Wildcard day 3 and arrived before day 4. Okay, that's good window.
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
right.
what were your takeaways? Did you enjoy it, first of all?
My takeaways.
Oh, I reckon he liked it.
Wildcard was pretty good, as to be expected. It was better than last year.
Hmm.
Well, whoa. What do you mean? In terms of what?
The
Competitiveness.
competitiveness
Okay.
of it. I mean, that's naturally gonna happen. I mean, it just is what it is.
Hmm.
So that was pretty nice. It was good to see Falcons play good. That was cool seeing them, even though Twisted Minds has this absolutely terrible thing associated with them now, where they're just you
Yeah.
gotta get reverse swept every single time. That's definitely a mental thing going on right there. They're a little worried about that. If
Yeah.
they go up 3-0 against Genji today, just know they're losing.
That's a good point, actually. I
big
bet
call.
Genji will be saying that.
Yeah, I think they'll be
Let
that
it cook.
confident. Of course, G2 looked absolutely phenomenal. I mean,
Were you nervous when they were down 3-1 against Space Station?
I can't say I was nervous.
That's a lie.
Can't say I was nervous. You have to ask my girlfriend. We were watching back at home. I had just flown back into DC that day.
Were you doing that thing that you do when you're watching G2 play, where you're like up out your seat, like pacing around the place like a coach? of
Nope,
a
I was
kid's,
actually
like,
just
football team?
I was I was just
Doing the power stance.
No, I was just lying in bed, but I did get a fist bump when they won. I said, "Ugh!" You have to go. That's such a good in play. I mean, they play really good. SSG also looks really good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, very proud of them. Power, a little lackluster. I want to see a little bit more out of Power.
That's a shame.
I mean, they're right there with Twisted Minds, one game off. Just
Mhm.
got to finish that series.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Who does your girlfriend support? What teams does she
Falcons.
Really?
She supports
Oh.
Falcons. Last year it was Moist.
like? Mm-hmm.
This year is Falcons. But Falcons
Oh,
are just,
what's up with the
boy.
betrayal?
Falcons was their second favorite team last year. What's up with the betrayal?
Yeah, against Moist.
Y'all switched rosters too much or something. I don't know.
Ah, okay.
Plastic.
Yeah.
Plastic.
So that's what she likes. So I mean, wild card pretty good. It's getting there. I mean, I could talk about format and stuff.
What do you think about the so last year's tournament, the main event, had 6 European teams, 6 North American teams, if I'm not mistaken, 1 OCE team, 2 SAM teams, and 1 MENA team. So it was a bit like EU NA with a side of Furia. And,
Yeah. Now it's 5-5.
Now it's 5-5-3-3. So MENA's gone up by 2. SAM's gone up by 1. NA and EU have both lost a main event team because SAM and MENA are coming for them. They're actually taking the spots.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's interesting. Technically, if you want to be technical, Sam has 4 teams.
Yeah.
Well,
They have 11 players, and NA and MENA both have 10. It's super close.
yeah, so it's
11,
super
10,
close.
10.
I expect to get even closer. Mina needs even more spots. I understand those are the 3 best teams, and they've been better than everybody else. But eventually, over time, once you add Nalpo and whoever else has been on your stream from the MENA region, they're all going to start playing in 3s eventually at some point, and then they're going to need even more spots at that point. So it's just a question of how you do it. That's definitely the 3rd best region. Some people say they're better than A, but they're not.
We'll have to wait- hey, we'll have to wait and see.
They're not yet.
Let's wait and see.
So we'll pump the brakes on that one. But they are really good.
But NA plays MENA twice today, so this
Yeah, if you're
there's
one-
ever a chance for them to overtake NA, it would be today.
I guess it would be today.
Who's favourites, Rule 1 or G2?
What in this matchup?
Yeah.
Mm.
In the eyes of the public or the eyes of the people who watch the game?
Well,
You can
that
answer
is the
both.
same thing, isn't it?
No,
there's two
that's
different.
different.
You
I get what you're
could
saying.
you could watch. You could be.
Oh, I
looking
see
at
what
the
you mean,
game,
like
but
the
you don't
fan
actually-
vote versus who
Yeah.
should be the favourites based on how they're playing.
Who should be the favorites?
Yeah.
The team that just went 3-0 and just smashed everybody. But that's the team that should be the favorites. But that's because
But
Rule
what
1
about
doesn't
Rule
play
1's
offense.
They
Boston
just
run?
got top
But
four.
I mean, Rule 1's Boston run. They played who they beat? They beat
They
Complexity.
beat Complexity.
Then they beat who
They
else?
beat- well, they started off beating
Then they beat
Crew,
Moist.
then they lost to BDS, then they beat Power, then they beat Complexity, then they beat Moist, and then they
Exactly.
lost to Vitality.
Okay, and out of all those teams, the best team, I guess, out of that would be Complexity, which
Mhm.
some would say was the best team in NA or still is the best team in NA. So that's a great win.
Mhm,
Moist
that's
is hit or miss. You don't know what you're gonna get out of Moist. So I mean that's a good win. But then
Come
they,
on.
and then they played Vitality and
Well, I
they
think that
sat
weekend-
on defense
Why
the
is he
whole
looking like
entire
me?
time.
No, that weekend it has to be a pretty good win because Moist beat Optic and Furia, so that has to raise their stocks a little bit. They beat NA3 and NA4.
Fish bosh.
Fish
I mean,
Well, NA3
come
for
on.
this event is Complexity and G2. So, you know, if you look at NA4, 3 and 4 for Boston, that's like the equivalent strength of teams that they beat. Moist
if you
can
wanna-
do that. If they have a good day, they can beat those teams.
So
If
would
they
you
don't,
say
they can
that-
lose to pretty much anyone.
Would you say G2's 3-0 was more impressive than Rule 1's top 4 in Boston?
Yeah, I find it when you're playing offense at the highest level and at that proficiency and that caliber, it's much more impressive than playing really
Defense.
strong defense.
I mean, I have to disagree.
And he
Like,
always
top-
disagrees
no.
with me on this.
No,
He
I
always
don't.
disagrees.
Here we go.
It's not about always
Do we-
disagree.
do
I'm
we
sorry,
leave?
though. Top
It started.
four
I
at
might
a
have to take the
major.
death
Chat,
segment.
top 1 if we need
Top
to.
4 at a
I got the
major.
pre-show. You guys stay here. Don't worry about it.
Like even if we think that some of the teams in the main event are not actually top 8 teams this event, some people are saying NIP, but I think the other 7 teams are up there. FaZe question marks. Nobody knows what to expect from them. But if we could say at least 6 of the main event teams are like top teams in the world, that would put like G2 Falcons at like 7-8 coming out of Wildcard, like 7-8 seeds this event. Real One just came 4th at a global event. It has to be way better in front of a crowd in their debut LAN. Like
Yeah, the
it's
crowd
not even-
factor is big, I think. 'cause
Not even a
G2
comparison. It's not even close.
Like
Real One by far.
G2 right now playing with no crowd is like G2 in scrims. I feel
Mm.
like they're kind of
And they're dominant.
But
yeah. That's
so
what I'm saying,
G2
but
they
they're not-
beat
it's different.
Complexity and SSG. They had 2 quality wins. Real One beat Crew. They beat Power. They beat Complexity. They beat Moist. That's like
Is
way
Crew really
better
a
power
quality
work.
win? We have to keep it.
Absolutely.
No,
Crew's a
no.
great team.
Who was Crew beating? They beat G1. And they beat
Crew-
their own
Crew beat
region.
G1.
Crew is not beat.
They lost to
that's-
Power.
Falcons. They beat Power, and then who did they win in round 3 again? It was Team Twisted Minds. They 4-0'd them. Nah, Crew is a good team. You
Crew
have to
is
give
not
Crew the
beating
respect.
any of the
Drofinho's
best in the
nasty.
game. Drofinho's nuts.
Mhm.
He carries them respectively. The other players are good. Drops is good and everything, but Drofinho, a lot of that team goes as Drew goes, and they have yet to actually get a big win on the international stage. And
I don't know. They're a quality win, bro. Like, that's a good team. You got to say that that's a quality win.
Which one?
Crew. Like, beating Crew at an international major, in your debut international major, like, match. I feel like what Real One accomplished in Boston has to just be levels above what G2 have done in the wildcard in so many different metrics. But G2 are still in this tournament, so they could add to what they've done in wildcard. They could keep on accumulating. But
Yeah.
currently, no, G2 would have to, like, make main event, and then we can talk about comparing Rule
It'd be
1
like saying-
with G2.
It'd be like saying Dignitas back in Sweden when they just like 9-0'd wildcard and they just lost.
Yeah.
First round
Yeah,
playoffs.
sorry, I meant-
is so impressive.
Yeah, I meant G2 have to make playoffs. They have to make top 8, and
Mm.
then we can talk about which run was better up until this point, Rule 1 or G2, because they would have both had
Now, if
won
they
4
4-0
series.
Rule 1 today,
didn't Rule 1 get swept like
By
2
Vitality.
times?
but with
No.
an 11-minute overtime.
By the way, yeah, they got swept by BDS, but that wasn't actually that bad of a series. Like, BDS in upper bracket were beating everybody. They beat Genji, they beat, like, Rule 1, they beat
Let me ask you a
Vitality,
question.
beat KC.
Okay.
Let me ask all y'all a question. I should know where you're going to go. I want to know where
Let me hear it.
the 2 old men over there that hit the pitch.
Wait,
What
Yeah,
is
you-
it?
you-
How old
you-
are you?
Younger than both of you. Anyway.
By how much? Are you, like, 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, so TJ just turned 25. Come
Yeah, I
on.
know. And how old are
Sibling.
you?
Okay, don't look at me like that when you say it.
Going into a matchup, what do you want to see more out of a team? You want to see a team that plays offense more? Are you more confident in the team that plays offense more, or are you more confident in the team that plays defense more?
Oh, I'd rather be definitely on the offense for sure.
Okay.
But in terms of
Everyone
what I
wants to be
want
on
to
the
watch
offense.
more, it's probably it's similar. Like the Rule 1
Rule
land
1 is
was
so
it was like,
entertaining,
oh my, it's still out. Like, they saved it again. Like, Roas has made a triple save.
Yeah, are you talking
That
about
was-
like
No,
watching?
you mean
Or are you
No,
talking
I'm
about
talking,
like,
I'm talking about
as
if
a
you're
player?
if you're going in and you want to
As a fan,
as a
viewer.
as you're trying to get a prediction right per se,
Okay.
and like
Okay.
and you're analyzing, you're saying, okay, offense versus defense, who am I more confident in winning this matchup? When you favor the team
that's hard
who plays more offense.
Because
I feel like
mean,
for
that's
the
one of the
for the
metrics.
most
That's
part
one
though, but like versus, I don't know if this is the exact example you're going for, but like versus Rule 1, like if G2 has 20 shots, they could easily not score any of them versus Rule 1.
They could.
So
I
it's
think
like
it
Rule 1 is
depends.
that team where like them on defense is like perfectly fine.
I feel like for like in OCE particularly, like any team I was on was the offensive team, but we struggled against teams that literally parked the bus. So we called Tango just a brick wall.
Your
And we
crossbar
would have
challenge.
20 shots and they just sit in net and then have one shot, one goal, just counter attack. So I don't think it's like
You weren't cringe
it's
enough, CJ.
it's not necessarily like the team with the offense is going to win.
It's just
Correct.
Like, you know, I would
I'm
agree that the overall, like in general, the sentiment is true. The team, if you're watching Rocket League and your team is attacking, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable. You're probably going to be right more about your team winning if they can attack more.
And
But Rule 1 are a bit of an anomaly because they've
They
taken
like
it to a new
defense.
level. They're
Yeah.
kind of doing what no one else has done. Even like FaZe are very good at it, like not panicking in defense, saving a tiny bit of boost and just making saves on the goal line over and over again. But I think Rule 1 somehow took it to a level above even that.
yeah,
Where they're just so hard to get the ball
the
past.
thing with that as well, offensive teams like playing other offensive teams. Like there is a reason why we always beat Furia is because Sam have speed, OCE plays like absolute monkeys, and so as soon as Furia want to pick up the pace, we're like, okay, this is natural. But when we're just overcommitting, flying around everywhere, and they're just sitting in net like a defensive team, that's hard to play in offense. So I think that G2 would have rather played an offensive team. I think this is a good matchup for Rule 1.
Okay, I can see that. 'Cause
You'd see that?
Yeah, defense sucks. They're gonna get. I think it goes back to
If you're gonna be on
Tomek's
the-
Well, it just depends. If
interview.
G2 are
G2 starts
disciplined-
off hot, I think it's gonna be wraps. But if Rule 1, if G2 can't make anything,
you see the crossbar a couple
and
of
then see a
times.
couple
Yeah, if they start
crossbars,
denting it a
and
little
they
bit.
start
So-
thinking, and then Rule 1 gets that counterattack special, that air dribble bump that they're looking for.
They're
Yeah.
clinical.
Yeah,
though,
they'll-
like,
they'll
they
be really
go
quick
for it.
to
As soon
counter.
as they see a half chance, they're like all in. Like one player's like run ahead demoing, the next guy's air dribble bump passing to third man. Like they're very clinical and committed when they attack. In fact, I think if they were a little bit more accurate with their shooting, they could have taken Vitality
They could have
down.
had Vitality in a
They
bad
missed
spot.
some clear-cut chances. I think Mawson hit the post on essentially an open part of the net. So yeah, they're not innocent of that either. G2 Rule 1, they've got to bring their shooting wheels today.
Pre-show starts at 4:30. So
Yeah, pre-show. We'll have to head over there in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Some Tbates.
That's
so
right.
we're good.
So whoever said starting, maybe
Yeah, it's literally over there.
I think
We don't have
maybe
to
it's
go far.
gone live,
So,
but you'll see the countdown.
Just to get the confirmations here, just so I can lock it in. Maybe
Okay.
I might reference this on this maybe later. So, so Mr. CJ has Rule 1 as the favorites.
I think they should be the favourites. Yes.
Okay. Is that a 55-45?
I think that's 55-45.
55-45. Okay. And then Mr. Rizzo, former G2 player. I don't know how much you rep the G2 stripes though. I know you rep Naps.
Can I say that? Like when you say favourites, I'm still going to take the 45. I'd like to predict G2.
You want to go? the
Yeah,
underdog?
I'm
Okay,
going,
going
but I think that
underdog.
they should be the favourites. But
Okay.
I'm picking G2.
Okay, that's respectable.
Okay,
Rule 1
thank you.
favorites, but he's going with G2. Mr. I don't know what to call you. Are you a G2 fan? Are you a G2 appreciator?
Am I a
Are you
G2 appreciator? Look, I rep Naps, I rep Kago, and Atomic. I don't talk to Atomic that much, but like those two are my boys. So like
Okay.
I rep them.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so going in, who's the favorite?
Who's a favorite? Like okay, so who I want to win? I know it's not what you asked, but who I want to win,
Okay.
I want G2 to win.
All right.
Who I think will win is going to be Rule 1 because I think they are the
Tell me why.
favorites. Because just like based off of Boston mainly.
Okay.
I know I don't find as much value in your 3-0 in Swiss as you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing though. Like clearly the top 4 is way better. Like I don't know how you're saying the 3-0 is, but the fact is that G2 have just done it. They're in form. They've already been here.
Yeah,
Rule
that's what I'm
1
talking about.
haven't had the warm
But that
up. So
doesn't
once
seem like
you
it matters though. Like if you look at last season's, 6 of the main event teams won in round one,
but
and so far
particularly-
3 out of 4 have won. So it seems like the main event teams are
true.
performing well across last year.
Rise
and
was
this
saying
year.
though, like this event in particular, like they couldn't get the practice rooms on Sunday, and they could only had
And
one.
then they
day
had
of
one
scrims.
questionable
So,
scrim
It's a
yesterday.
little bit. It's a little bit haphazard. Yeah.
Got
Oh,
it.
my flashlight's on. Thank you. Don't want to kill the
There's
battery.
flashlights on.
Thanks for letting me know, chat. No, I think you say that the people in the know are saying G2. I've talked to so many players about G2 over this wildcard and now into main event. It's 50-50 on this match. maybe actually probably Rule 1 favored for most of the pros I've asked. So I don't know who the people in the know are that you're referring to, but I've talked to a lot of pros about this one, and yeah, a significant amount of saying G2 are going to win.
BDS
But
did say G2 looked the best in scrims.
Seiko said
Yeah,
most.
Seiko said.
They do. A lot of people have been saying G2 look really good though. At
Yeah, they
this
look
event.
really good,
but
so
based
did
on,
Rule 1 apparently.
Yeah.
based on like
Everybody's
their
saying Rule 1
previous
looked really good.
performances, you
Rule
know,
one should be
like
fine. Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna
I
find
hope
out.
they look better. You know.
If G2 wins this matchup, they're back in World Championship contender position.
I will say we talked to Seiko last night, didn't we?
I'm
after
with you on
dinner?
that.
Seiko
I'd say so.
picked, he picked G2.
But we also asked Seiko if it's not, the big three, if it's not a French team winning Worlds, who wins Worlds? And he said G2.
Yeah,
So
he
that's
wants
a
to
big
pick
rap.
G2.
It's a big rap.
Yeah, so scrim results weigh pretty heavily on pros, and also like who's trolling scrims weighs pretty heavily on pros picks. Like if a professional player gets trolled by another one in scrims, they're going to tell you that team's terrible, they're going to lose. So it's quite, I would say in fact the people in the know are sometimes just straight up biased. Like I don't let all these scrim rumors influence my predictions at all, because whenever I do,
Or team
it's-
issues. Or team
yeah,
issues.
or internal issues, scrim issues, anything. Oh, we're clapping scrims. I don't care because it rarely like
It's facts.
translates. Well, every time. Some teams it does, some teams it doesn't. It's completely random, seemingly. So, I'm just going off, power rankings. Where I've got
Alright,
Rule
let's-
1 pretty high.
And what are your percentages then, Tbates? What are you? Because you're sort of sitting there as like the judging us. I feel like on our percentages.
there.
No,
and
I think it's completely fine. I think everybody here has reasonable takes. I can understand them. I can understand the analysis behind them. But see me, you already know. One, I always say defense wins championships. So
When is it never won a championship though? When is it ever? Name one championship.
Well, no.
Great
Yeah.
point.
Name
Name-
one championship.
name
You
three
can't-
other
You can't just
songs.
say defense wins
Defense
championships and have
wins.
no examples.
When I say that though, I mean that the teams who win can at least play some level of defense. Most people
Okay.
can't play
Okay,
defense
so
at all.
not
But
necessarily
then,
wins
but then,
championships.
okay,
though.
okay.
Anyway.
Well, I guess I
Well, let him cook. Let
Wait
him
a
cook.
second,
Yeah,
let him
we're
go.
we're the
Anyways.
we're the
He's
type
kinda
crunch
like-
here.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm going with the G2 squad, of course.
Of course.
I think it's about a 60-40, maybe a 55-45.
Okay, what
and-
about, since we only have a little bit of time left, SSG FaZe? 'Cause,
As it-
FaZe are a big
Ooh.
question mark. Everybody's saying they're trolling scrims. They've got 2 hours past 3. Everything is falling apart. SSG are here. They're playing pretty well. Who are you going on that one? 'Cause that's match 2 of the day.
Who would you say is the favorite in that?
the favorite in that one?
Yeah.
He does say defense wins
It
championships.
should,
He
it should,
does.
it should be FaZe. FaZe should be the favorite, but then you got everything else that's going on.
But FaZe always starts slow. The only RLCS LAN in the open era where FaZe have started in game 1 and looked good from the get-go is the Fall Major 2021. Every other LAN, game 1 they look awful.
It's true.
Literally every other LAN. Think about it.
Listen.
Club at Worlds last year. They had G1 Winter this year. Go back to Fall. They look trash against Moist. Yeah, it's every other LAN. So I think SSG, surely.
How much stock do y'all put in Mist hitting SSL?
How much
Is that
thought?
even a question?
Stock.
Are you gonna bring that? Are you gonna bring that up on the desk? Is that a?
How much? I mean, I'm proud. I'm proud of him. He got his SSL
This is-
rewards.
Is this a serious thing?
Is that
No.
actually for real? No, thank goodness.
No, not at all.
I like how he's leaning into
I like
it.
how he
Yeah,
leans
into it.
I like that from Mist. That's good. There's some. He's impression farming.
That's
but
a good match.
a lot of tongue in cheek,
That's a good
Also, I
match.
think the fact that they're facing across from each other massively favors SSG. So I think FaZe are going to be pretty quiet. Like Wildest was the most energetic of the team. I don't know if Chrome is going to try and do that. Just start yelling, hurling abuse within reason at SSG. But SSG are definitely going to throw
I think
it
it's
at them.
just tough. You really SSG. You can just see the amount of work they're putting in and how much passion and desire they want to win. But then FaZe is just the better team, or maybe not the better team, but they have the better players. And so it's just a question of how much.
But
is
they're the
just
spring
better.
and a 1 seed. SSG's a 1 seed.
Yeah, because they put in the
They're
work.
so
and
consistent.
FaZe and G2 had their things. FaZe was all over the place. SSG's consistent at. I mean, they were consistent at, but then when we look at teams who can actually make the run and be one of the best in the game, people aren't going to say SSG. Like, if somebody's saying SSG's going to win the world championship, they're a fanboy, or
It's a very bold prediction.
or they're part of the organization itself. Now, people.
Why'd you point at me when you said that?
Oh no, I was just waiting.
Sitting
for
over there
my
with his voice jersey.
Or they're part of the organization.
But
I don't know.
for FaZe though, I mean, you can see FaZe winning just off of talent.
I can't. No.
They could.
I don't think they have any chance.
But
No.
I do
There's a
feel
chance.
like predicting FaZe to win the world championship is more logical than predicting SSG.
Correct.
I
don't
can,
know,
I
I
can
don't
see
even know
the
anymore.
point.
I need to
can
see them
May-
do
maybe
something.
maybe not after what we've seen on Twitter, but
Maybe one series in. If they can
In
win
general.
one if they could beat SSG, okay, suddenly my mind has changed. But right
so I
now
got a
they're
question.
Yeah.
Who has a better chance against Vitality than SSG or FaZe?
I still think SSG. I think SSG are just better right now. They looked better all spring.
Yeah, I've probably been
FaZe had that
underrating
one event where
SSG.
they played well, and then FaZe looked really like lack of clutch in the tiebreaker. They got reverse swept by Optic. They lost the tiebreaker to Genji. Now it seems like everything's going wrong behind the scenes. Like, I said don't let eternal issues impact my predictions, but I was already thinking FaZe are not going to be all that.
We just
this
haven't
event.
seen them. Like it's
There's- yeah,
it's
haven't
similar to
seen
G2, right? Though we didn't know what was going to go with them. They went there in Boston and they've come out here in the wildcard and clearly they found something. So I don't know if FaZe have found something. However, you can't underestimate Coach Chrome, Roberto Gamizo
You
over
can't.
there.
That was an absolute butcher of his name. And who's the? We got the Genji, Twisted Minds, and then who's the last match? Oh yeah, Moist Vitality.
Moist
Listen,
Vitality.
the Cannon told me he's gonna put on a performance for the ages.
I just don't believe it.
The
I think
Cannon's gonna put on a performance for the
no.
ages. Put once in the chat if you believe that Moist can beat Vitality. I want to see how many fans we got in here.
one. Let's see some ones in there. Come
Get
on.
some
now.
ones.
There's a flood of twos in there. Okay, that didn't.
Non-believers. There's a couple of ones there.
That might be a 55-45.
Yeah,
Zen's-
about-
hey,
about
listen,
55.
Zen's been grinding English for the post-match winners interview, so he's even
been
prepared
grinding
to English.
English.
Yeah.
Did we talk about the Genji one? With
No,
you
I mean
guys? All right,
that's a cool one. Just very quickly.
before you get on the desk,
That's
give us a
match
little,
one, so
give us a
you're
little
gonna hear
juice before you get up on there and
A
pre-show.
little spoiler. Do you want to spoil? You don't have to.
I'm not. I mean, people. I mean, you sure? I'm going. I mean,
I think we know.
you know, but
All right, GG's.
I mean, Twisted Minds. I love Senzo. I always have loved Senzo. He's one of the best players to ever come out of that region, and he should be, in my opinion, on one of the two better teams. That's in my estimation.
This team's a good team
But
now,
this
though.
team's
Like
good.
they've got a couple of mental problems with like preventing or finishing the job because they've been reverse swept twice in Regional 3 of Spring Split and now at the Wildcard, so that's not
Yep.
good. But if they can stop getting reverse swept, then I think they're going to be
They're good,
much better
but
team.
Abjack on land. For those of y'all who don't know, I don't know how much y'all talk
Yeah, they
about
gotta-
Abjack on land. Abjack
We love
talks to
Abjack on
absolutely
land.
nobody the whole entire time. I'm surprised. Was he just here?
Yeah.
Jack, yeah.
He came here to talk for 1 minute. That takes a lot out of him, and it's only
you gotta
because he
bounce.
had to walk right there. He doesn't
It's
talk
so
to
close.
anybody. And only doesn't talk to anybody outside his team up until he loses. Other than that, he's so locked in, and he's just a demon.
All right, GG's. You guys got to go for
Let's go.
pre-show. Bates, can you give us a little code word on the show that maybe you can shout out the chalk? What are you going to say? Just give us a word that you might use in one of your little analysis segments. Can you give us a little
Defense.
Bald.
bald? Okay.
Bald.
Hey, how is he going to get that in there? All right, make sure you're tuning into the pre-show and this one as well, of course. A little co-streamer. All right. Oh, that had a little. Do you guys hear that little pop to it?
Yeah, I heard that. Hopefully, I
nice
picked up on the
ones.
mic 'cause those were nice. I think yours had a little more pop to it though.
Yeah.
Well, so you got so Johnny had to go, but you got 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, I'm not on the B. Before I was on the B stream, we have a 10-minute pre-show, but now I'm just mainstream. So really, my series starts at 5. So I'll probably-
right.
So I've got probably 20 minutes. I'll leave here at about 4:45 so I can get down there, smack a couple of Red Bulls, and just go clean berserk for Twisted Minds at Genji.
Smack
those-
a couple of Red Bulls.
Come sit down. Come sit down, Athena. What was I going to say? It was good to have Genji though on. What did they talk about there for the first few minutes of this show?
I asked them about their Twisted Minds matchup,
Mhm.
and they were just like, yeah, Twisted Minds did good in Wildcard, but basically they said we're us. They said we're better.
Oh,
Wait, who said
That's
this?
the gist of it. Genji.
god damn.
That was, well, Jack said that.
They were yelling and getting hyped in their scrims.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I believe it.
Wow.
Like in their scrims, it's not even like recorded or anything. They're just starting to be loud.
Just for content.
apparently.
For the people. They're hoping it
Content.
picked up on the show. They wanted to be in. They wanted to be in
Yeah, they wanted
Shotcast a
to-
little more.
Don't need the chalkcast.
Hi, chat. Was
Oh.
Shotcast good? Was everything good?
Shotcast is still going on,
We're
actually.
actually still going.
Oh.
We are
oh.
not in the viewing party yet.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you something?
Yeah, let's
I
do it.
woke up this morning absolutely
Oh, here we
with
go.
an inkling, and I'm like, surely not. It's
Was this the first thing you
Wednesday.
thought about when you woke up?
I forgot about it, honestly.
He hadn't even woken up yet, and I'm like, no. it couldn't be. I look on Reddit. You guys have your freaking minions out like freaking rallying to you. Someone posted on Reddit like a everyone should subscribe to Chalkcast so we can get the mullet gang, and it has like 150 upvotes, and I'm like,
Wait,
Wait,
no.
Mullet.
Mullet.
Pause. How do I?
Mullet gang. Wait, maybe throwing up gang signs. Mullet man. Mullet man.
You're the worst. And so I look and I'm like, no. Someone posted a screenshot and it had 702 Patreon subscribers.
We did it.
And I literally, I said the first thing to him when he woke up and he was like, did it happen? I was like, and he's like, yeah.
Mullet man.
So who's actually doing it?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
reel them off.
So okay, so we got like a pretty definitive list,
Look
and
at
then
the
we
A-team.
got like a definitive list, and then like a maybe
We
a
got,
couple
yeah,
pluses.
we got the starters and then maybe like the bench.
Yeah,
Don't
maybe the
worry.
bench who might show up.
Who,
You know.
who are the starters?
So me, CJ.
Uh-huh.
Actually,
Sorry, I thought you were ending there.
me, CJ,
Uh-huh.
J Naps,
Yeah.
Satthew. Is that the starters? Or are we
That's
missing one?
a good starting four.
Yeah, and then the others we're not too sure about, honestly. So we got
Oh no, we got a
Daz,
starting five. Marky.
Marky, yeah, Marky.
That's
Marky's
our starting
up fifth.
five. Marky Duda.
Oh, my
starting
God.
five. Marky said.
And then we've got the bench.
Yep. And then we get the bench, which is we're not sure about, which is
Rise.
Rise. He's not doing it.
Wait, LJ?
Yeah,
LJ's on the bench.
Yeah,
We
Rise,
actually haven't followed that up.
LJ, Turtle.
I'm not getting a
Jorby.
mullet. Are you kidding me?
Oh wait,
Sorry.
Daz is in.
Dez isn't.
Yeah, Daz is in.
Wait,
I don't think he
what
is. I think he was lying to us.
No, I think he's in.
You can kind of get that vibe, not from
Okay,
like him.
okay, he's
I'm
on the
just
bench.
saying like
Wait,
in
He's
general.
first emergency. He's
Call
on
him
the
right
Yeah,
now.
first one on the bench.
he's 6 man.
He's sort of like ready to.
He's gonna be
ready
six
to
man
go.
of the year.
Mm.
So that's a pretty good list.
And I think yeah, there's no way Rise does it. Arsenal said he'd rather be bald, so I don't think he's in.
Chicago was like kind of keen, but he's just like, oh, I've got no hair. You know,
Nah,
one of
he's-
those. So
Hoxer.
we haven't.
No,
heard
Sad,
about
Sad Junior said he wants a mullet, but he was
He wants
talking
like
about
a-
like growing it out and like.
He wants
doing
one
all
of
that
those
stuff.
like 80s rock like.
Also,
Mm.
I saw him today.
Why?
I saw him today, and I think he got a haircut. Like he kind of looked like he had a fresh
No.
cut, like
No.
from when I saw him the
No.
other day. So I think he like just went.
He's gone behind our backs.
I think he did.
What a rat. Oh my god.
You know who you should have
Can't believe
on
it.
that just walked by? J-Naps's aunt and dad are here.
Mm.
That'd be good to
Well,
have on.
I mean,
Maybe
they're about to
later.
see him with a little mullet
Okay.
going in. I hope they're ready for that one.
Hopefully they
They
enjoy
sit
the
down. They're just
show.
like, do you know what your son has agreed to?
Mm,
Mm.
I can't believe it. It's gonna look great. But yeah, as Athena said, she was just overwhelmed with the support when
With
she woke
joy,
up this
yeah.
morning and
She was so happy.
I was
saw
distraught.
the 700.
I was screaming.
Jane
Yeah,
has
so
to
actually,
I
if
was
we
dying.
hit 750 Patreon members, we won't do the mullet.
Don't.
But if we hit 760, we will do them. No, well, obviously.
Yeah, we're kidding. We're committed.
Crazy.
500 was the event.
We said
700
total,
was the
didn't we?
mullet. I'm
Total.
trying to think of another goal potentially. Like they were saying 1,000 for a land, but I just don't
it's
think
not
1,000 is
reachable.
not.
We need a lot more money. 1,000 could cover like a land prize pool maybe, but
Yeah.
or like first place.
But that's even like
Or
that's
5K.
that's the cheaper part of the land event.
Mm.
Usually the hotel is
Have
the one that
you-
gets you.
Have you ever thought about doing like a chalked like award show and just go over like the highlights of a season?
We run the Rocket League. It's like how the Twitch, what is it called, the Twitch Awards.
Like
Whatever.
there's like the who
We are the Rocket League
like
Awards show,
the like
and we just do the
just do,
worst
like,
awards
the
ever.
worst categories, like
Just
the
the
the one
worst.
who the person who like has trash talked the most, the person who has like leaked on your show like the most, or like
The most leaks.
the most
And
leaks.
Rise with an astounding 106.
And the most times a guest, rise again.
Because I feel like that'd be a really good idea.
That is pretty solid.
That could.
But I'm thinking about how to
That's actually a good
actually
idea.
run an award show.
yeah. How do
That's
we do
my
it?
thought process.
It's pretty easy.
Like, are you talking about in person?
Well, you don't have to do it in person. You could do it like you could do it in person next Worlds.
We'd have a lot of content by then.
Could
that's
you
true.
imagine you just have it
We'd
right
have,
here?
We'd have 100 chalked episodes by the next Worlds. You think about that? We're already
Yeah.
at 50.
I think you should do
Yeah, if we actually hit the weekly.
do a
if we hit 'em
virtual
weekly.
We're hitting weekly.
Because we've had some gaps.
Yeah, we'll hit them weekly.
do a virtual one for this season. You can do it after. You can get like some
How
really
about
like
you come to Scotland? We'll sort them out.
Yeah?
Yeah. Wait.
IRL award show?
Wasn't like it turned down. You
wait
got down with
wait
that?
wait
IRL
what?
award show.
Let's go to
Scotland.
let's go to Johnny's place after Worlds.
After World, I'm going home.
Yeah, no.
Little detour, you know, just you're going that way anyway.
But yeah, I think you guys would really enjoy it, and I think chat would really enjoy it, and I feel like that's a good goal for 1,000. You could do it virtual this time, and then you can set another goal for we do it in person.
Apparently, Leaf just did something funny on the mainstream. Good work, Leaf.
Did he rap to Jack?
Did he rap?
Yeah.
Is that what he was doing?
He said he was gonna do something goofy, something
Oh.
mamey, like.
Someone would have been watching. Chat, what happened? Fill us in.
Also, mods, let's get a gamba going. I just realized we're still doing shotcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can
sure.
wrap it here. We can wrap it. We hit the goal. That was fantastic. Shout out to Genji for coming on. Shout out to Tbates as well for being our guest for the episode. That was fantastic. We got a little insight from him about his takes. It at some point turned into a Johnny versus Tbates little mini 1v1. But
Yeah,
that was
well,
always
mini
going
1v1.
to happen, wasn't it?
Then Athena coming in, filling in for Bates.
Woo!
You didn't have any atrocious takes like Bates did though.
Who, me?
Yeah. Do you just have an atrocious take
Like
about Rocket League
atrocious?
Worlds?
You should unretire.
That's gonna wrap it up. That's gonna wrap up episode 52, I think it is. Appreciate you guys watching. If you guys miss any part of the episode, be sure to check it out on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. And if you do check it out, maybe CJ won't retire. We'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Bye.